work it, work it, work. Big and work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
What? Sucking fat. Sucking fat. Unmute.
It's nasty work, Streeter. It's nasty work on a Wednesday.
You sucking fat off big girls, man.
Not being muted. What happened?
You sucking fat off big girls, man. What she said at the end, I suck the fat off.
Shake the fat off her big ass. You gotta love the big girls. You got shouts out to my girl Wanda. I'll be playing that video because our girl Wanda, the comedian in there, Wanda is from Miami. She was on the radio with Frank Ski in Atlanta. She moved to Atlanta, and she recently passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I would show love to Wanda. Wanda probably, if there's a queen of comedy that's from Miami, it's Wanda.
Like, you want to get on live and tell me these sentimental stories, man. You supposed to tell me this backstage, bro. Like,
no. I need to see the shock in your face. You know, I've been shocking all my life, so I need to see the shock in your face when you see a person like, you know, when I tell you these stories, and you look and you be like, damn, you know. So it's that shock in your face because you a Miami guy, but I'm an old Miami guy, you're a young Miami guy. So I have to tell you the old stories and, you know, bring you up to the history. You know, hopefully we'll bring a lot of people who are not aware of the history of Miami and hip-hop world, political world, football, and all that stuff like that. How you feeling today, Streeter?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm always feeling good, man. I'm always feeling good, bro. What's up with you?
I can't complain, man. I mean, it's a beautiful day. You know, I'm just sitting there. I be on Twitter, looking at things on Twitter. I'm starting back to exercise. I got to lose some weight, you know, because I got to look real good, you know, by the summertime. When I start going on the road, I need to be looking fine for the women, you know, looking fine. I might want to go out there and take my shirt off one day on the stage. You know, I don't want to be looking like DJ Khaled and Rick Ross. I'm sorry. That is their thing.
That's what it sounds like.
Khaled, Rick Ross, Trick Daddy, that is their thing. They wear that good. I don't even know where to shop to get the clothes they go shop and get. You feel me, Street? So I've always been thin to win all my life.
Thin to win.
Thin to win. Exactly. Thin to win. And so when I be looking at these pictures, and I see a picture of myself, and I'm hugged up with the people, and I hold on. What happened to the old school Uncle Luke 6-pack? What happened to the 6-pack? There's no 6-pack, and I got to get it back, baby. I want to be too thin, you know, like I'm trying to be young again.
How many cell phones you got? You a busy man, huh? You got two? Where they at? They right there in front of you?
I got one in the front of me. Yeah.
Check it. You're a busy man, dog. It's hard to get in touch with you, bro. You're a busy man.
How you figure that?
Check your phone, man. Check your text message.
How you figure that? I mean, what did I do? I looked at my text message.
You're a very busy man, man.
I looked at it. See, this is the thing. This is the thing when you're dealing with Street, ladies and gentlemen. He likes to send you texts. I'm looking. You sure?
Yeah. Check Twitter. Go on Twitter. So
what happened?
I want to get into something, dog.
It's not coming out like that on here. Let me go ahead. What you want to get into, Street? Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull it up right here, man. Something I saw last night, bro. I labeled my whole nasty work behind this. I'm gonna pull this up, man. Let's see. A conversation we saw last night, and I'm about Jeremiah Smith. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this up in here. You checking Twitter? You can see Twitter.
I can.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this. So check this out. This was on shout out to 305 Sports. This is on 305 Sports. Somebody asked this guy, I think he's a former NFL player. I can't name his name right now. See Jeremiah Smith responding. Is Jeremiah Smith a generational talent?
Is Jeremiah Smith a generational talent?
No.
Why not?
I think he's a very good football player. And when you hear the conversation, you hear the comment, you hear once in a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hear once. I've seen this before. This is Andre Johnson. This is Andre. If you want to put him in the Julio Jones category, I don't believe so. Is he a better college receiver than Julio Jones? Absolutely, because Julio wasn't a developed receiver. What you talking about, specimen, catch the ball at 2 yards, put his head on the goalpost. I've seen Jeremiah Smith get caught from behind. I haven't seen Julio get caught from behind. And when I talk about generational talent, you have to have said, I've never seen this before on this athlete. Forget the accolades, forget the stats. We're talking about pure ability and skill set. Does he run a 4.2? Three, 215, 4.4. You can find those guys, but you're not finding 6'3", 4.3, vertical 42, broad jump 11.4 on a broken foot. That's what Jonesy did at the combine. And in the first 10 years, Jonesy had more yards production. He put 350 yards on an NFL player. So when I'm talking about generation, the best receiver in college, no doubt. But generational talent, no, because I've seen this before. I played against it before.
So is Jeremiah Smith a generational talent?
No.
Why not?
I think he's a very good football player. And when you hear the conversation, you hear the comment, you hear once in a generation.
Mm-hmm.
You hear once.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Luke. You look good now, man. You good. You look good. Oh boy. You listen to that, Luke? Is Jeremiah Smith a generational? Is Jeremiah unmute yourself? Is Jeremiah Smith a generational talent? And y'all heard what he had to say, right? Let me play that for you. Let me play that for you one more. You heard that, Luke? You need to hear that one more time. We can't. I can't hear you on my end.
I heard that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You heard that?
I think I'm having a little technical difficulties, but
It's
I
all
did.
good. It's all good. Go and come out when you need to, man. I got this. So listen, bro. I got a problem with a lot what he said, dog. A real issue with a lot that he said. I'm gonna try.
I've seen this before. This is Andre Johnson.
Okay, he says Andre Johnson, right?
Yeah.
I've seen this before. It's Andre Johnson. Then he started talking about Julio Jones. Jeremiah Smith is better than Julio Jones. and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna explain to you why, and then some of y'all can't see it. Now, some people can, but some people won't be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? He talks about, is he Julio Jones? And he says, I'm not even going to say Jeremiah Smith is Julio Jones. Right?
Right.
Jeremiah Smith went for, I'm going to pull this up here. I think 15 touchdowns. Thinking 15 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, 70-something catches or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Julio Jones never did that in his college career. You know that? You knew that?
No, I didn't know that.
Julio
So
Jones never did that in his college career.
Why would this guy go out here and say these things?
One, I mean, I think what he's saying is he's seen the size before. I think he's saying he's seen the size. He's not super fast, but the point that he's missing is that he's only So in his freshman season, right? He did what we saw. Let me see. Let me get this back. We had it. In his freshman season, he basically did more than Julio Jones, right? And did more than Andre Johnson them ever did. Period. They never had a season like what Jeremiah did. Now, he's saying Julio Jones wasn't developed in college. So he started talking about him in the pros, right? So Julio Jones did this at the combine. Julio Jones did this in the pros. He wasn't developed in college. Well, who fucking problem it is he wasn't developed in college? Because guess who is developed? Jeremiah Smith. So who fault it is that Julio Jones wasn't developed? Then he say, I've seen this before, and then compare him to another guy from another generation. Is he a generational talent? No. And then went back to another generation and compared them. If you was to ask Andre Johnson, is Jeremiah Smith better than him right now? What you think he'll say, Luke?
I'm pretty sure he'll say, yeah.
Yeah.
He is better than me. I'm pretty sure he'll say that. I mean, the thing is, Streeter, you got to understand is this. You're going to find, and especially with us, you know, the world could be saying, hey, look, this guy's a generational talent. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You have not seen anything in this generation. And then there's going to be the haters who are going to go the total opposite direction because they want clicks and because they want to be noticed. Instead of, you don't get heard if you go up in there and you join the crowd and say Jeremiah Smith is a generational talent. Here's why. You don't get clicks for that. You're only going to get the clicks for if you go out there and say something totally opposite of what everybody else is saying. Fabricate a story, come up with some false narrative, and then, we'll be having a conversation about this crazy person right now.
Right.
That's how that works.
Right. So I see my villains in the comment section, and they saying exactly what I thought people would say. Andre Johnson playing in this climate right now. Shout out to Chris Young. Julio Jones played in a different offense. All this stuff that people are going to say, right? Coaches do what work. They held Jeremiah Smith back until that Oregon game. They didn't let him go until the end of the season. That's when he started going off. Coaches are going to do what work. Yes, Alabama ran the ball, but I don't want to hear none of that. Jeremiah Smith walked in a room with 2, 3, 4, 5 NFL wide receivers. Emeka was first round. Cornell Tate will go to the NFL. He walked in as a butt-naked freshman, and it was obvious to them first couple days of practice he was better. The problem is this. I created Footballville, Luke. I see these kids when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just also happen to be able to, I'm privy to live in a place where I've seen 50 NFL talents. I've seen 20 guys probably better than some of the NFL talents that didn't make it, right? That's the type of talent we have here. So I can look at a player and I have something in my head because I've watched so much film and recording these guys. I can look at Jeremiah Smith and I could measure him to Jerry Jeudy. I can compare him to Amari Cooper because I've seen these guys as kids. I don't need ESPN, Kirk Herbstreit. I don't need 247 to tell me who the fuck these kids are. I don't need them to tell me anything. I can already see it. I know what Jeremiah is equipped with. He is developed. He went to Slide, Premier Athletes. He teaches them shit that he teaches Jewish white kids, and they dominate fucking football. He knows all this stuff. He is developed. You have never seen this before. And you've only seen 1 year, and that 1 year is better than most wide receivers. Most of those wide receivers don't come in and do nothing as a freshman. Marvin Harris was buried as a freshman at Ohio State. So you haven't seen it before. But I understand that people just don't know what they're looking at. All right. But I'm here to tell you you're fucking wrong. Because I don't even know if Andre Johnson played as a freshman, did he?
That's not one for me. That's not one for me.
In 2000, he was a freshman. I think he was because he was waiting to play. He was waiting for Santana Moss them to leave. He was because me and Rod Mac have these conversations. His first year, he had 3 receptions, 57 yards. Julio Jones have never had a year like Jeremiah Smith had in his entire college career. Don't talk to me about no fucking Julio Jones. You just saw this man go for 1,200 yards, 70 receptions, and 15 touchdowns. And Ohio State was holding them back because of the playoffs was a long season. They didn't know a freshman could make it through it. He looked at the coach and told him, hey, y'all going to have to challenge me. We've never seen this before. And what dude is talking about, I hope he's talking about what you talking about, Luke. I hope he's just talking. I hope he's just talking, dog.
Hey, like I see he's definitely ruffled your feathers today.
Rob, because I know, because Luke, you know it, dog. You built Liberty City. You saw Duke Johnson as a kid. You know who these kids are. Oh, man, Duke Johnson may not be better than the running back coming from Mississippi. Fuck you. He's better than them. Watch this. But when you know before they know, you know what I'm saying? I just know what they don't know. That's it.
I mean, you got to understand, Streeter, like I say, these dudes are going to say shit just to say shit. You know, then when you do the numbers and you put the numbers and when somebody challenges them, they feel real stupid and they still don't apologize because that's their whole thing. We're going to just say shit just to say it.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we're going to leave it how it is. You know, it's amazing. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. So who would you compare Jeremiah Smith?
Who would I compare him to? No, I would have to start creating a wide receiver. From what I know, I would have to start creating a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, Julio, like, how big was Andre Johnson? Andre Johnson was what? Let's see. Like Andre Johnson, Julio Jones, like how big was Julio Jones? He would have to be part of Julio Jones, some of Larry Fitzgerald, right? Like he got some. I would have to start creating a receiver. Like he has the discipline of a Mecca. Like what I know about him, like he dog. All he does is play football. All he does is wants to get better. He's the first person to workouts. He's the last person to workouts. He don't miss a workout. He don't drink. He don't smoke. I would have to create Voltron or some shit for all the old people in here. You know what I'm saying? To say what Jeremiah Smith is. It's just the fact that he hasn't done it yet. Like y'all don't see it yet. It's just been his freshman year, and he walked in Ohio State, the wide receiver recruiting, the school that recruits the best wide receivers in the nation. He walked right in there and was like, I'm starting. I don't know if we're comparing him to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who we're comparing him to. He got a little Jamar Chase in him. He's bigger than Jamar Chase. He like we would have to put something, man. He may go down as the greatest wide receiver we ever seen play, Luke, barring injury.
That's that. Hey, let me say this. And then at the same time, when you look at Ohio State games and you know, I paid attention more in the playoffs like everybody else did because I was too busy watching my Hurricanes play.
Right.
You saw him come out of the game. They didn't run him up and down the field and leave him on the field like they ran the University of Miami receivers down and never rotated them in. He actually came out the game. And so during those periods when he did come out the game and they passed the ball to other receivers, just imagine if he would have been in a situation like the University of Miami where they ran him down like that. Hey, before we keep going, I want to apologize to people. I know my signal is a little blurry, but you're gonna be able to hear what we got to say because what we got to say is very important. That's the main thing. We're still working out the glitches with this podcast, and that's it's the growing pain. So what we're talking about is more important than looking at our face because half of y'all dudes ain't women anyway. We just want women to. I just want women to see me. So if I'm in blur and you hear what I got to say, then that's cool.
Well, just make us smaller. Can we go in the corner like that? Can we go down the corner somewhere? Just make us smaller. And first of all, nobody don't give a fuck about you being blurry. I mean, the women want to see me. Listen, Streeter, the women are on here. We have a large women audience. This ain't just dudes. This ain't no sausage club here. This ain't no sausage club. We got women up in here. Women come in the chat. Let this man know. There are women in the chat. This is not a sausage club. See, you subscribe to the villains and all them people and them sausage clubs and all them Twitter spaces and all that. I don't, unfortunately. The women love Luke. When the hell you start apologizing? Motherfucker, I saw, you was the reason I saw a motherfucker in a yellow move something dress and I was 7 years old. Your motherfucking ass was the reason I was in the bathroom with the goddamn magazines and now you want to apologize about simple shit about blur. The fuck you start apologizing?
I'm blurry. I'm in the blur. This is not, you know me, I do everything first class. I'm blurry on Twitter. And fuck them anyway. If I'm blurry on Twitter, fuck Elon Musk anyway. I said it. Because and before we really get deep into this, if I do a space on Twitter, it only lasted for like 15 minutes and then it goes straight white. What is that? That's Elon Musk cutting me off, correct? That's them cutting me off.
Yeah. Say it again.
Well, fuck him too.
They cutting you off? No,
y'all voted for him. You probably one of the ones who voted for him.
You think Elon messing with you, dog?
Yeah, I think so. I think, hey, look, I never had this issue before, so I'm okay. Hey, look, he might as well, I asked him to come on, do the podcast, and he hasn't returned my message yet. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to cover here today, man. You got politics.
Nah, man, he just pissed me off, man. The last thing is somebody just said Michael Crabtree had a hell of a freshman season. And then we can get off this. Yeah, I just did a video on that, but Michael Crabtree went fucking crazy as a freshman. I think he had like 134 receptions and 1,900 yards, 22 touchdowns as a freshman. Michael Crabtree. Bet everybody in your neighborhood, put money on it. Motherfucker going first round, maybe the first pick. He's going to do it on every level. That's how I know. I'm telling you, I'm here from the future.
Who is this? Hey, who is this guy anyway? I mean, what did you find this dude at? What did you find him, Streeter? Huh?
They posted him.
I mean,
they posted him.
I know they got one thing about you see a lot of shit that's being posted. I mean, you send me stuff that's posted about me that I never know even existed. But yeah, we got a lot of shit to cover here today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast, Nasty Work. my man Streeter right here. You know, they got Streeter all upset, so we couldn't even properly introduce you to everybody. But that's Streeter. I'm Uncle Luke. You know, I'm nasty. He's the work. As you can see, him popped off early when they start fucking with Jeremiah Smith, which is what we're talking about. I mean, hey, look, we got politics, sports, entertainment. It's been a whirlwind of things that are going on. So we're gonna try to cover all that in the next 45 minutes before we get up out of here. But we want to welcome y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to all our different networks. We're on social media. You can go find Streeter at Footballville. He's on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Uncle Luke,
everywhere.
One. And we're every fucking way. You just can't.
Everywhere.
You know, one thing about this show, Streeter, people always come up to me. I was in a board meeting, and the least people who you expected to come up to you and talk to you about something, they'll come up to you and say, "Man, I saw you. I saw the show." You know, and I'm like, "Okay." And then they'll have their opinion. That means you're really resonating with the people, and that's what you get on here. We say shit that the regular people on ESPN or any place else don't say because we don't follow the norm. Streeter has a very strong opinion, as you can see, about certain things, and I got a strong opinion, as you can see, about a lot of things. So let's get into politics. I mean, you got a large Venezuelan community in Miami that felt like they got fucked by Trump and felt like they got fucked by the local political Republican leaders, majority of them Cuban Americans, and they went over there to the Venezuelans and say, "Hey, look, Trump is not going to deport your documented people," and obviously that has changed. I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I just think Trump trying to send a message, but I also think he's super selfish. I think he's doing things that benefit him at the end of the day. And I don't know if it's all about America, to be honest with you. You say he screwed the Venezuelan people?
Yeah. I mean, so what the Venezuelan people said, they had a protest the other day, and the young lady got up there. I wish I had the clip, but for some reason, everything on my computers are going crazy today. I mean, everything. I mean, it's crazy. So I couldn't download the clip to show you. But basically, they said, you know, the Cuban Republican Party came over to them, had a conversation with them, and said, "Look, if you support Trump, he will not deport people who have been here. He wouldn't deport the people who have a visa, who are legal citizens, Venezuelan Americans." And they feel like they've been tricked. They feel like they've been told a lie. And they thought it was just only going to be the illegals who don't have citizenship. And so they're all upset, you know, and then, I mean, even from that, you know, and that's a large population. That's that whole Durrell area over there, you know, and they have about 300,000 Venezuelans, about 500,000 United States wise that voted for Trump, you know, and, you know, it's 500,000 and it's 300,000 that voted for him, you know, right. And they said, fuck Kamala. They didn't vote for her. And they ran it up and down the street with their flags. They celebrated when Trump won. They got them some pots and pans and went out into the streets. They flew their flags. They donated to his campaign. They support his hotel over there in Durrell, which is Durrell Country Club. And they feel like they got fucked. And no different than them. No different than these Palestinians. You know, Palestinians, they stormed Kamala Harris, you know, rallies, went up there and disrupted shit in Detroit. You know, the head of the Muslims from Palestine, they hopped up there and got on TV and said, fuck that. We're not voting for Kamala Harris. We're going to vote for Trump because we cut a deal with Trump. And now they sitting there, you know, with a hashtag fucked around and found out. And they're looking stupid in the face because now Trump just said, hey, I'm going to take the Gaza Strip and I'm going to put a hotel over there. America is going to take over Gaza. So all these years, these people have been fighting this holy war. Israel and the Palestinians and all these different folks fighting this holy war. And it's always been about property, right. You know, taking of property. And so that now that Israel has won and took over the property, took over Gaza, hey, Gaza had no, I mean, Hamas had no business fucking with them people at that, you know, at that little party. And they just brought, you know, they brought a large part of this shit on themselves. It gave them a reason to go up in there and blow up the whole damn country. And so now Trump wants to build hotels, you know, and condos and all these different things on the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip, Streeter, if people don't know, it's similar to Ocean Drive. Okay. I mean, it's prime property. It's ocean. It's no different than Ocean Drive. No fucking difference. You know, that's the Gaza Strip. If people want to know, and it's been always this big fight to take over that. I mean, hey, look, the Department of Education, something that should be near and dear to your heart, being closed down. You know, this is what this man ran on. He ran on closing the Department of Education that was in his 2025 plan. And I mean, he ran on deporting illegal immigrants and illegal aliens and all these different things like that. And then he also ran on the grocery prices.
Okay.
And the gas. And last time I checked, the fucking eggs costing $19. A thing of eggs costing $19.
Are they $19
in some parts of the country? Can you believe that shit?
Are they $19? We was talking about it last night, but nobody had a price.
Streeter, all the report. I mean, the prices are all over the place. In LA, it's $19 because what happened in California, because of all those fires, they burnt up some chicken farms and shit, and so they got a shortage on the eggs. I mean, the eggs. No, but even outside of the eggs, all the prices are the same. This man is doing so much, but then again, you know, me, little old Luke, was running around telling y'all to vote for Kamala and all the reasons why you should vote for Kamala. And most people, all the brothers in the barbershop, fuck that shit. Trump gonna give us the money. Fuck that shit. We gonna get money with Trump. Meanwhile, the ladies, no, fuck that. I'm going with Trump. Trump put money in your pocket. Trump gonna do this here. And now everybody done fucked around and found it. They all look funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny, but they all listen. This man had stopped the imports from China. China cannot import anything. You cannot bring anything from China here. So you know what that means, Streeter? Are you ready for this one? Do you know what that means? All that weave that they ordered for all the girls' head. It won't be the weave. It won't be coming in. It won't be coming in. You will not be getting that weave from China. And I hope you better go natural. It's going to be a whole bunch of natural-looking women around here.
Go back to the horses. We got to go back to the horses.
The horses? The horses?
No more.
Hey, look, no more weed. No more weed. Yeah, you better go back to the horses. I mean, that's it in a nutshell when it comes to politics, man. And then you go, I mean, hey, look, have you ever seen a diss track win that many Grammys? Kendrick Lamar diss track. Have you ever seen that in your lifetime?
No, and that's what Drake mad about. Drake like somebody helping him. Well, Drake, somebody's been helping you since day one. Now shoes on the other foot.
Hey, listen. Just don't understand this dude. he done bodied so many rappers. The man bodied Meek Mills. He tried to do, you know, some people try to say he did a low-key diss on me, but I didn't take it as a diss because I carefully looked at it when he talking about, tell Uncle Luke I'm out in Miami too. You know, I'm like, okay, is this a diss? I was looking around. Hey, I was looking around like, is this a diss? Because if it is, then I'm gonna have to go back to old Luke. You cannot be running around Miami talking shit about me if you're not from here. Because I'm not like all these other groupie dudes who be running around here showcasing all these out-of-town dudes. I'm not that guy. So I like, okay, was that a diss? You know, so he bodied Meek Mills. I mean, like just bodied Meek Mills. Tore up some other rappers. I mean, this dude just went fucking off. And all of a sudden, he gets bodied. What was that?
You ever talk to him about saying something about you, about what he meant? You ever talk to him about it?
No. I've seen him in the club in Tootsie's and, hey, what's up, buddy? And he said, hey, what's up, buddy? And
everything okay.
Just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's about the size of it because, you know, for me, it's not going to be, I don't have no conversations with them dudes when they come to that. You know, I just leave it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I thought it was a diss, I was, you know, if I thought it was a diss, then I probably would have stepped the buddy. You know, it'd have been very hard for him to be moving around here because I'm like the movie Carlito's Way. You know, I had a life before that was a tough guy life, and it takes God and three others to prevent me from going back to that life. I always look at my son Streeter and say I have to be here for him. When a lot of weird things be said, and when a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff be going on, so I always come back, and he reminds me that, you know, not him per se, but I look at him and like, I know what he's gonna say, Daddy. What the hell you do that for? You know what I'm saying? So I got to be here for him. So he saves a lot of people from getting their ass whooped. He saves a lot of people from getting that. I'll just leave it like that.
I got you, dog.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Drake bodies everybody, and now he gets bodied by Kendrick Lamar. You're gonna say what?
And he wants to sue everybody. He wants to sue. Basically, he wants to sue. So Kendrick Lamar, he's been suing so to put an injunction on the record, which is fucking unheard of. I mean, just think about it, all the diss records that you've ever heard. You fucking Snoop Dogg diss me, and me and JT Money diss Snoop Dogg. I mean, right. Most diss records have talked about people and said so many things that you could only fucking imagine. And so for a buddy to then now want to start suing because he don't want the record to be played over at the Super Bowl, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't no judge finna put no injunction on no record to stop this man from going out there singing a song. He's gonna go out there singing his song, his diss track. You jumped out there fucking with him. The man jumped out there and he bodied you. And basically that's it. But at the end of the day, Streeter, he's not losing any funds. He's just losing credibility in the hood. You know, and I mean, Drake right now is in Australia. The man is sold out concerts in Australia. So ain't nobody thinking about that. It's just him. He's personally hurt that he got bodied. Well, the thing is, I would tell Mr. Drakey Drake, go back in the studio and keep trying and keep trying. That's what we tell the kids. Keep trying. If you got beat, come back tomorrow. There's always gonna be a tomorrow.
Why would that bother him so much?
I got beat, and some days I got my head swole up, but then I came back the next day, and the next day after that, I swole the other person's head up. You just don't lay down. But a lot of people say that's the white side of him coming out.
Yeah, he's on top of hip hop. Why would that bother him so much?
These guys have major egos, man. These dudes have major egos, major egos. Let me ask you this here. On another note, how you feel about Kanye West parading his girlfriend on the red carpet
Wife.
naked.
It's his wife.
Would you ever do that with your girlfriend? Would you ever ask her that?
That's his wife. I think
His wife.
Yeah. I think he's mixing business, right, with personal life, right? It's crazy. It's eerily, it's weird that she looks like Kim Kardashian, right? That's kind of weird.
Back Kim? No.
Yeah, I think sometimes he dresses her up. I think sometimes he dresses her up. She looks just like Kim Kardashian, to be honest with you.
Man, Kim Kardashian got ass. But one thing I can't say, Kanye do not have an ugly eye. He knows how to pick them. That other girl with the bald head right now, that was arguably one of the most prettiest women I ever seen.
He said an ugly eye.
He don't have, people have ugly eye. Dudes, when you see dudes with ugly women and they think they think they look beautiful. I got some homeboys that got an ugly eye. They think they're like, what are you talking about? She's beautiful. And you sitting up there like, huh?
No, she ain't.
Whatever floats your boat. Some guys think the big girls are fine. Man, she fine as fuck. What you talking about, bro? I'm like, well, she's 5'2", weighing 210, bro. And her wig is turned around like this. I mean, what are we talking about? Hey, so whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. That's right.
We all got friends that like big girls.
Look at the women he had. Streeter, look at the women this man had. Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, the head monster, Kim Kardashian, fine as all outdoors. And then now this woman right here. But I think this woman, he went to a whole nother level with her because she's more exotic than all of them. This motherfucker really walked down the red carpet naked.
Yeah, she had on a jacket. Then he told her to take it off. She took it off, and was butt boongy naked up under there.
And she was naked.
Yeah.
He let everybody see his wife's assets. That is amazing.
What he said the next day was my wife is the most Googled person on. My wife is the most Googled woman on Google right now. So I think, okay, so here's my thought process. And Luke, you can follow this and let me know if you think it's right? Kanye West, they're trying to shut him out of things, right? He's pissed a lot of people off. And they're trying, they blackball, right? Blackball. They're trying to shut him out of things. The machine is kind of against him. The way he uses his leverage, right? The way he uses his leverage, is he pops in and pops out. Right? Pops in and pops out of social media. If he could make her, his wife, a thing, right? If he could make her a thing, if he can make her Kim Kardashian, if he could make her a place where everybody comes see the next thing, they come see. Now he has control over his product because he has the distribution, which is what he created through her. So he's empowering people around him, right? Follow me now. I ain't trying to get too deep. But he's empowering people around him, right? He's empowering people around him, so he don't need a lot of people he don't trust. So yes, it's his wife, and I'm sure he sits her down and he explains to her, hey, listen, this is how we have to do this, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be independent and not be controlled by these people. Right?
Yep.
So even though it's his wife, she's helping him because now she is the most Googled person that day. He can drop a product in the middle of it, yada, 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 and he controls his destiny. Is it worth it? We'll see. I mean, but I think that's what the angle he's taking. A lot of people don't mix business and personal stuff like that, Luke. But I think he's been forced, and I think this is what he's trying to do: empower the people around him to get what he's trying to get across.
Well, you have a point there because you got a point there because the thing is like this. Think about the women he's been with. Amber Rose. Amber Rose right now today is still relevant.
Right.
He's carefully associated himself with good women that's smart, women that's smart. So it's almost like us, you know. It's what you like to be with. What's the type of women that you like to be with? You know, smart, intelligent, or you like to just want a pretty girl to sit in the car and look pretty? This dude,
right. Go ahead.
This dude is smart with it. Amber Rose today, right now, is relevant. She jumped on the Trump bandwagon. She's always kept herself relevant. She's always kept herself in the conversation. She's always got money. Then you go to Kim Kardashian. What does he do with Kim Kardashian? He takes her from sucking off Ray J, and then he gets with her, blows her out the stratosphere. Now he took a head monster. He took a girl who was doing this with Ray J. A straight porn. Got with her, blew her up. Obviously, there was something that attracted to him mentally to her, that she was an entrepreneur. Kim Kardashian. Look at Kim Kardashian right now. Biggest the World Trade Center. Yeah. I mean, you can't, she's out of control. They do a show. Everybody wants to see that show because Kanye West was on there in the beginning, not because of Kim Kardashian. It was because of Kanye West, this world-renowned entertainment figure. He blew her up. When they thought they were too big for him, when they could stand on their own, just like a lot of these freaks, then they move on. Oh, it's all about me. It's all about me. I can do this shit on my own. So, yes, she is still doing it on her own. She's still, the last time I checked, they were together when they went to the White House and they freed some people out of jail. That was a great thing that they did. And Kanye was sitting up there looking like Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was sitting there with Robin Gibbons. And that was it. She was done. So he moved on. Now he got another girl, like you say. And he said, the most Googled girl in the world. This girl ain't said motherfucking thing yet. You don't know what's going on in her mind. But she's popular as hell. When he leaves and move on and go find another one, everybody gonna want to know what the hell going on in her mind. She gonna get paid millions and millions of dollars right now. If he do a reality show with him and his wife right now, do you know how popular that'll be? Do you know everybody tuned in to look at what the hell they getting ready to do next?
Very.
I mean, the dude is special. But let me ask you another thing. How you feel about Beyonce winning the country Grammy? I mean, everybody all upset. All the country people are all upset.
Yeah. I got a question for you for that, right? Like all the country people saying that, hey, man, she ain't country. Like she ain't country. She ain't from the culture, right? Like she ain't grow up country. She don't know how to ride a horse. They're saying she ain't country, right? Have you ever seen artists jump into hip hop that you felt, hey man, this man ain't from the streets. He ain't from hip hop.
How many kids do she have?
And they won awards and shit.
How many kids do she have? One?
Beyonce?
Yeah.
I think 2.
2 kids?
1 or
Blue.
2.
I know about
all I got is blue. Okay.
But I can tell you this: if she got blue, she know how to ride a horse.
She said she know how to ride a horse. She said ride it. What she said?
she know how to ride a horse.
She said she know how to ride it. What's
so I mean, I love Beyonce. That's my girl. I love Jay-Z. That's my dude. I love them. But let me just say this. In Nashville, country western, unlike any music, from the music expert, country western folks, they don't normally for years kept so many other people out.
Right.
If you are not just straight country, they have a problem. They had a problem with they had a low-key problem with Taylor Swift. I mean, they had problems with, I mean, that's a Nashville thing, and they have been unapologetic racist about you coming in the country and you claiming country. They have been on that from day one, on that. They're like real protective of their music, which I could totally respect. Unlike hip hop, where all different types of people come in, the hip hop, you ain't necessarily hip hop. I mean, you know, shit. You know, you at one point you thought hip hop was broken glass everywhere, you know, people pissing on the stage and all that from the hood. You had to be able to speak about hip hop was just straight the hood. It was the hood blues, you know, until all these educated dudes started getting into hip hop who wasn't really street like that, talking about stories about the street. So they've always looked at all these other genres of music and being infiltrated by people who did not really live their life and really lived a lot, you know, speaking about things that they were not from. So they've been overprotective of that. And I can understand why they're upset, because they feel like, hey, you a pop star. They don't like it that you black, coming over here, and all of a sudden you want to claim country. Now, they did not really embrace Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. He was one of the first blacks to try to ease over into the country. It didn't really go that well. I mean, but it kind of he has a career in it, but he didn't blow up like Darius Rucker of Hootie and the Blowfish. He was blown up. I mean, Hootie and the Blowfish was world renowned. When he slid over into country, they did not like, okay, come on, I'm gonna open up the doors for you where you can come up here and do this country, and we're gonna embrace you through our country network. They ain't do that. And see, the reason the country people have a problem is because they're going the untraditional way. You know, country is country. Country Western radio, country magazines, country everything. So these pop stars have used their pop personality to sing country and say country album, and not necessarily need traditional country fans to purchase the product. And now they're getting awards, and they're feeling some kind of way. They're really feeling some kind of way. So I can understand these folks of saying, hey, look, when the people do the award and they say, hey, look, based on all the members and the 13,000 members of the Grammys, they voted for this individual to be what? The country Western people who are upset saying those 13,000 Grammy writers is not a reflection of them. Right. And so I would not be surprised that these categories start changing, but us in hip hop has always said that. Now they're feeling the brunt of this shit. We've always said, look, let hip hop people judge us. Let them vote for us. Half of these people doing this voting don't know a damn thing about who the best rapper, who the best female rapper. They just voting based on popularity. You know, they voting when somebody say, hey, look, who you like? They'll ask their kid, and their kid will tell them, and then the wrong person will win every time. You feel me? And so that's the argument that these people have, which is a valid argument, but at the same time, that's the Grammys. I mean, they have their platform, they have their how they come up with the winners, and so be it. Your ass mad, then your ass mad. You know, shit, Shabuzi. Shabuzi is arguably the number one, black. Everybody in the bar getting tipsy. Right. That's arguably the best. To me, that should have been the best country Western song. You know, to me, if I stopped voting a long time ago. I probably need to go back to voting. But I would have voted for Shabuzi in that situation, because that is a hardcore country Western song, even though it's a black guy, until he got on there and started performing at the Detroit Lions game. I didn't know he was black. No. I thought it was a white dude singing it. But that's what we got, Streeter. I mean, hey, look.
They just want to be able to
entertainment is
control
something
it.
else.
They just want to be able to control it, though. And I don't know if they right or wrong, but you can't control. See, I knew she was going to make it happen because her platform is so big. She has so many followers. She controls the people that follow her. They will follow her into metal, heavy metal. They'll follow her to be a Buddhist. They'll follow her to do anything.
And she's been, and here's another thing on that. This woman has been snubbed so many times. She's been snubbed and not given the award that she's so deserving to get. And so now it's like, you know, even her, she was sitting there shocked that she got that award for that album.
Right.
But I mean, again, that's something else. Hey, going back to Jeremiah Smith and sports, you think there's a possibility, being that Ohio State lost its offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly, they paid him $6 million to go back to the NFL, and the defensive coordinator goes to Penn State, get $3.1 million. Is there a possibility that Jeremiah Smith and some other people over there at Ohio State may be thinking, hey, man, my OC gone, I might want to get in the portal. I might want to entertain some other people because a large part of what we do and how we do it is gone. Would this be the perfect opportunity for people to go and reach out to these guys to hopefully try and get them to come to their program?
It's a thought. It's a thought, but I don't think Jeremiah didn't go to Ohio State for Chip Kelly. Now, Brian Hartline leave. I think that's a bigger thought. But they're thinking about naming him the OC. So it's a thought. It's just that's a lot of success that he had over there, Luke, real early. And I don't know how you duplicate that somewhere else. So it's a thought, but Brian Hartline was the guy that recruited him over there. Brian Hartline, I believe is the guy. So
you don't think nobody from Ohio State, being that they've lost these two coordinators, is thinking about jumping out the window?
No, I ain't gonna say nobody. I'm just talking about Jeremiah Smith. I think of course it opens up to other guys. Cornell Tate, it was already on record that Cornell Tate was thinking about it. I was just talking from a Jeremiah standpoint.
That's interesting. Hey, so moving along in the sports world, I'm just bouncing around. University of Miami. They hired him. Heard they hired a assistant coach.
Quality control. Yeah, Jefferson.
Assistant defensive back coach. Are they struggling with hiring black coaches? Is this? Do you feel like it's a struggle that they're trying to now? Just because there's only one black guy on defense right now, and he's another G5 guy. Are they struggling to hire black coaches over there? Do you see that? That's just
no. I don't think they struggle to hire black coaches. I think Luke, there's a bunch of starving black coaches everywhere that will come coach D1 Power 5 football. I think they're struggling to hire guys with some experience, guys with the big names. I think those guys is not sure if those guys want to come work under Mario. That's why he always seems to get the guy that's up and coming, that looks like it's a stepping stone to be at the University of Miami.
I hear people say that. Is that an excuse?
An excuse for what?
Is that an excuse to say that people don't want to come? I hear this all the time. People don't want to come work for Mario because of the hours that he works, and they don't want to go through the grind of working the hours and the demands that he put on coaches. And so therefore, the top of the line coaches don't want to come coach for him. I think that's like an excuse. So then he has to then go get these other coaches from the G5.
Right.
And they'll come.
No, I'm not necessarily saying those reasons, Luke. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's I just said to work with Mario. It's a lot of things. He's Cuban. He's emotional. He'll cuss you out. Like he's a coach that doesn't do either side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? People have questioned his coaching acumen. And a lot of guys probably wouldn't want to come coach under that. So it's a lot of it. It's more things. Like, what do you think it is?
Let me tell you. Let me just kill that whole narrative of tough coaching. Nick Saban berates you on the sideline. Cuss you out. Still can win national championships. Bobby Petrino probably cussed more coaches out than the law allows. Bobby Petrino will cuss you from amazing grace to a floating opportunity on the football field right in the front of you, totally disrespect you. I can name a list of coaches that go off on coaches, that go off on players. I mean, hell, it's tons of them. I go down the list of guys who go off on coaches in the heat of the battle and in the meeting room. They said Willie Taggart thought he was Nino Brown. That he would talk to people like he's some gangster ass dude from Tampa. Like, yeah, I'm really on that, on that. And dudes sit there and look at it. Motherfucker, you are not on that, bro. Because you the ball. Oh, if it weren't for me, I'll hide your ass. I took you off the block. I mean, I can tell you some hard stories. So when people use that false narrative that, oh, he's so difficult, that's just a head coach. Most of the head coaches are on that. So you can throw that, they can throw that in the garbage. The question becomes that I have is, do you want to be the smartest person in the room? And I've never seen where a big time Power 5 upper echelon coach these days have won without top of the line coaching. When you look at right now, former head coaches going to be coordinators, whether they're in the NFL or from the NCAA, leaving their programs to be going to be an offensive coordinator at another Power 5 with offense and defense coordinators, top of the line coaches who have developed, who have a long track record of developing players. When you see 99% of the staff not having any Power 5 experience, I'm a little concerned about that. Is it the coach he wants to be the smartest person in the room, or is the coach intimidated by other coaches with a bigger resume, with a larger resume? And then you go into some of these former Hurricanes who probably have achieved more than he's achieved as a player. Do you feel some kind of way? Do you feel intimidated because them dudes was really them dudes at the University of Miami? Even though you played a role, but they were them dudes. So I look at this thing, and my last thing to this, when you don't feel the urgency to win and your job is not on the line and you're secured with your job, then you could do shit like this by hiring people who are not as qualified as the people you can hire.
Right.
Is that the case?
I mean,
his job is so secure that he can hire a whole bunch of high school people. I mean, look at the staff. You got a running back coach who just had a room at South Florida for 1 year. And before that, or maybe 1 or 2 years before that, he was a damn GA at Ohio State. So he's really a GA. Then you have a offense coordinator who came from G5. I mean, he wasn't calling no damn plays at no West Virginia. Dana is the offense coordinator. He's got a title, just like Charlie White's got a title at Ole Miss. The offense coordinator at Ole Miss is Charlie White Jr., who looked like a 12-year-old. We know that shit exists, Streeter. It exists. So then now you go to the offensive line coach, yes, he has Power 5 experience. Then you go to the receiver coach. He came from G5, did a great job. I mean, his guys led the league, and he got top of the line dudes. But then now you go over to the defensive side of the ball. You got a high school coach with a gold jacket, straight out of high school, D-line coach. Then you got rid of the other D-line coach. You had a dancing bear at linebacker. Now you got rid of him, and you brought in now a new defensive coordinator who has 1 year of coordinating. I mean, and don't give me all this bullshit about these damn schools that he coached at that Chaminade could go beat. Don't give me them. No, I'm not interested in that shit. You got 1 year in Power 5.
You don't want to hear that?
I ain't trying to hear that. The average high school down here could go beat them schools he was defensive coordinator at. So don't give me that shit. You know, that was okay, moonlighting, understudy, and all that. But at the end of the day, that's, again, so, again, he's the boss. He gets the $8 million. We all are sitting here hoping that he makes the right decision and praying that these guys are going to pan out. And last but not least, on this Miami subject, you think, because I keep hearing that Dawson is the leading candidate to replace Chip Kelly at Ohio State. Do you think Dawson leaves?
No. I don't think so. And if it is, I don't think it's Ohio State. How did Ohio State go from hiring Chip Kelly, right? Searching for Chip Kelly on the hiring Chip Kelly to Dawson. I think they just had success with a pro NFL coordinator that's now the highest paid NFL coordinator. And I think they will go that route again. They should. I mean, you just did it and it worked. Why wouldn't you?
But this man just had the #1 offense in the nation.
I don't care about that. like he did that one time. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that.
Streeter, the man had the #1. Who's available right now? There's not that many available people right now. I mean, that was at the beginning of the year. Right now, it's not that many coordinators available.
I'm just saying, you did something.
Who's
that
available? The top person is Shannon Dawson.
Dawson ain't available. Dawson got a job.
What?
He ain't available. He got a job.
Take your love for the University of Miami off and put your work back on, because I'm nasty.
You just want me to say what you want.
Man, the man in interview. They say the man is at the top of the list. If Shannon Dawson, why wouldn't he be at the top of the list right now? Who else is available, Street?
I just explained it to you. I don't believe if you just did something as a business, you just gave away a quarterback in McCord. Your offense was shit 2 years ago. So your people with money got together and said, hey, man, go get the best motherfucker. And they went and got Chip Kelly. Y'all go to the national championship. You do that shit again. That's how
Dawson
I'm
is
looking
the
at
best.
He ain't Chip.
With all that shit they got over there.
Last year was his best year.
All that shit, this big ass offensive line, $30 million football team. Shannon Dawson still outperformed them as the offensive coordinator at the University of Miami under all kind of other shit that he had to deal with also. So man, come on, Streeter. You just get ready. Shannon Dawson is going to be out of here.
You just want to say he leaving.
You need to put. Hey, don't be naive like the other Hurricane fans. If Dawson gets the opportunity to go coach at Ohio State with 100,000 fans screaming and hollering up in the stands, and now here we go. Here we go. Here's what you might don't like.
What?
Dawson don't have a contract. His contract is up this year.
Yeah, I've been asking around about that. I've been asking around about that. Are we sure about that? Did they
The man He came in with Gidry. Gidry got re-upped last year. Then again, he should have gotten re-upped last year, but he didn't get re-upped last year, from my understanding. And he's sitting there having a conversation about a new contract, and people are trying to holler at him. If you lose this man right now, in the next 2 weeks, you got spring practice. When do spring practice start?
March 3rd.
March 3rd. Less than 1 month, you got to go find a damn offense coordinator, install the offense in 3 weeks. That's not good. That's not good.
Well, I mean,
Ohio
State's sitting there with no offensive coordinator right now. Shit, it's the same thing.
Listen, man. Street, you don't understand. Let me ask you this here. Let me ask you this here. You just saw Chip Kelly get $6 million at Ohio State. Ohio State is going to surround you with the best talent in the world. Right. Ohio State ain't going to tell you what to do and how to do it. You're going to run your shit. The fastest track to getting your own team and going to the NFL, you just witnessed a motherfucker that got $6 million and your offense was better than his offense. Your offense was better than his offense. The difference is he was at Ohio State and you're at Miami. Would you go over there for go on the same track? Where the villains at when you need them?
I mean, you just looking for somebody to agree with you, motherfucker. I ain't agreeing with you this time.
No, you ain't agree with, but you don't want you don't want this shit to happen. You don't want it to happen. But you just stay tuned. You stay tuned, because if Dawson is offered that job, Dawson gonna be out the back door. Because he ain't got no. He should have a contract. He should have a contract. You should have been reporting that Shannon Dawson has been re-upped by the University of Miami after the season was over. When they lost to Syracuse, they should have re-upped him right now. You should have been reporting that shit, saying Dawson got this $3 million extension, two more years. Ladies and gentlemen, he's secured. Blah, blah, blah. You ain't do that, because that didn't happen. So that would be considered, if this man don't have a contract and he gets to leave without Ohio State paying us a goddamn fee, that would be total mismanagement. Because normally you have to pay a buyout.
I believe if Ohio State offered him the job, I believe he would go. I just don't think that. I don't think he's the guy they're looking for.
You don't want to believe it. The man is a top candidate.
Huh?
Okay. Well, you just keep on thinking that he ain't gonna go. But and here's another dude that ain't going nowhere. Jimmy Butler. Has he fucked himself up to the point where ain't nobody want him?
Yeah, it might be over for him. Well, those owners. One second. Somebody look in the comment section. He say they too argumentative. We both wrong. They too argumentative. Ain't that's all they do on ESPN is argue? Right?
We're too argumentative.
No, not right there. No, right here. This guy right here. He say they too argumentative. We both wrong. All they do on ESPN is argue, right? Like everything is set up to be an argument. That's what fucking TV is right now. But yeah,
How we become? Listen, man. Hey, listen, man. This the one I want to entertain right here.
Where?
Ohio State don't want Dawson.
I don't think so, bro.
No. Hey, look, man. Hey, we moved on to Jimmy. Don't worry.
I think Jimmy Butler not episode.
I mean, some of the people, if they want to just come on the comments and hate, leave them alone. I mean, we got some great people that's in the comments that's talking some good stuff. These haters, they gonna hate. We gonna argue. We gonna disagree. We're gonna disagree. And I think it's argumentative.
Damn right, we're gonna disagree. So I think Jimmy done jacked himself up. Now, tell me this: will the owners get on the phone and call each other and be like, "Hey, Jimmy done"? Would that ever happen? Like, would they band together to just keep him out like they did T.O.?
like they did T.O. and Colin Kaepernick and AB and so many others. I mean, in the NBA, you've seen it a couple of times. A lot of people thought that Kamala Anthony got blackballed. Craig Hodges got blackballed. You know, when Craig Hodges spoke out against Michael Jordan, when he said, hey, look, you know, Craig Hodges would come with his dashiki on. I had an opportunity of interviewing him when I was, and I have it here where, you know, because I asked him, I didn't see you in the documentary. I was waiting for that part of Craig Hodges because he had a confrontation with Michael Jordan. And and his beef with Jordan was, hey, look, boss, you know, you selling all these sneakers, but why you don't have them manufacture these sneakers and give some black kids some jobs in the black community? Soon as he said that, he got kicked off the Bulls and he got blackballed from the entire league. So there are cases that the NBA has blackballed players from playing in the NBA. Now, would this be a situation a Jimmy Butler may fall down that path? I mean, you see the backlash of what Jimmy did to what you see right now. Like when you had, I mean, we played this clip the other day, and I want to share this clip. I want to share this clip of Kevin Garnett saying what he said, and then we're gonna segue right on into.
I've been a master my whole entire life since I've been.
Not him.
You want to make a statement? Come out and get 50. If I was Jimmy Butler, I'd have came out, I'd have had 50. Yeah, bro, this is how non-guarantees are going to come into our league right here for shit like this. We fucking fought our ass off through 5 and 6 goddamn lockouts to get to a point where there's where we protect the integrity of the talent. And then that talent has a responsibility to be professional, come in here and do your fucking job. We came in, we did our fucking jobs, you got paid, and you went home. You go home, as soon as you get opportunity to change that, you change it. Both sides could have actually squashed all of this. But this is a message. This is a message not only to the league, but this is a message between upstairs and the power up players. Bro, keep your brand what it is. Yeah. Because you done worked your ass off to get that, and you done worked your ass off to get to where the point you at. You want to make a statement? Come out and get 50. If I was Jimmy Butler, I'd have came out, I'd have had 50. And been screaming at the top of the lungs, all these Heat fans. Yeah, I ain't signing him next year. Came out, got another 50. And be, now, Lord, listen, when you productive, hold on, Pat, hold on, Pat. Nah, fuck that. Nah, get another 50.
No matter that relationship.
And just keep winning. And just keep pushing it. Bro, you want some leverage? Man, go out there and fucking show your ass. Go out there
and create it.
I'm just saying, go out here and ball out. You want some real fucking leverage? Yeah, ball the fuck out.
But look what just happened with the Luka and AD trade.
Right.
So he says that. Then you have now this shit is moving fast. Luka AD trade. They don't have no conversation with neither one of them. Before ownership and general managers had relationships, before this Jimmy Butler shit and so many other NBA players on their own shit, doing their own thing, not available, the ratings are going down. They got their own doctors, they got their own shrinks, they doing their own fucking program. You see what happened with the AD trade? This is gonna be the new NBA. Well, we ain't talking to you motherfuckers. We're gonna go and do what we want to do as an organization.
Right.
Them people went and traded AD and Luka without talking to the agents, without talking to them, without talking to the so-called team leader. You know, normally it's okay, the team leader is Michael Jordan. We gotta have a conversation with Mike. How you feel about this shit, Mike? How you feel about this shit, LeBron? How you feel about this shit, Kyrie? They didn't do none of that. Because of the Jimmy Butler and all these divas in the NBA and what this man just said that they fought for, they've lost it. They've lost it. So to answer your question, are these owners talking to each other? No, the GMs are talking to each other right now. And the GMs are only person the GMs are talking to is their owners. So the owners have told the GMs, hey, look, go talk to another GM. Fuck that with these players because they are divas. They're not available. Our league is losing revenue. We're losing viewership. Nobody wants to look at this shit. Man, make trades however you see fit. And that's what you got. And people in their feelings right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They're trying to take their power back.
They gave them the power because what these guys fought for was because they had no power. They didn't want to be like the NFL. The NFL player is virtually a slave. They have no power. They can't tell nobody what to do. They don't have a no trade clause. None of that. Most of them. Only person that gets respected is the quarterback. He's pretty much one of the only people on the field that has a guaranteed contract. Everybody else can be moved at any given time in the NFL. Them dudes ain't want to be NFL. They ain't want to feel like they were that because they don't run around with a helmet on. They have their own personality. That's why when you look at the NBA, them dudes got their own shoes. They got their socks down. They got short pants. They got long pants. That's not the case in the NFL. In the NFL, you got to be uniform. And then the NFL, they want you to have that helmet on with the names Williams on the back because you just another nigga, unless you're the quarterback. Only person they glorify is the quarterback. He has his helmet on. He takes the helmet off. He does the press conference, and he's the voice of the organization along with the head coach. Everybody else, you don't know who the hell they are. I used to tell my players strategic things to do in a football game. I'm not gonna share it with y'all because you have a whole bunch of these damn people, agents on here following you. But I used to tell them do strategic things to bring notoriety to themselves because they're not going to get it. They're not going to get on the podium and get and be the spokesperson of the team. But you're gonna have to do some things within yourself to build up your resume and your cachet as an individual player. Other than that, you're going to be just another motherfucker out there with the name Williams, Brown, and all the same thing. That's what they want in the NFL. But in the NBA, in the NFL, you got to wear certain shoes. Licensed shoes by the NFL. If you go Western down Reeboks or your own shit, you're going to get fined. If your sock down, you're going to get fined. NBA, that ain't the case. They can wear headbands, they can wear socks down, they can wear shorts up, they can wear their pants short, they can do whatever they want. Because they have a personality. They don't have a helmet on their head. And so now you get a dude like Jimmy that abuses this whole situation here, and what you got? What you got? You got a whole damn shit show going on, and the fabric of the league is being changed. And when they go back to collective bargaining, it's going to change. It's going to change again, and you're going to have major problems. So,
Do you blame the owner?
I don't blame them right now.
Right.
Because it's not a working relationship. When you look, let me tell you something. They're going to, this dumbass commissioner has no ideal. The thing is, let me tell you this here. Let me tell you this. There you go.
Talk to me.
These guys are not available. It's like Streeter. It's all entertainment. You know before the game if Patrick Mahomes is going to play. They have a date that they got to announce that these are our injuries and these are the people. The NBA ain't like that. I pay to go see a superstar player. I buy season tickets to see a superstar player and the motherfucker ain't available. Jimmy Butler ain't available. Oh, he's not coming out tonight. That's like me when I go do a concert. I done got paid. The people that bought their tickets. Oh, Luke ain't gonna come out and do but 3 songs tonight. What?
The dance was just out there.
The dancer just out there and the DJ playing the music. Oh, you get the music, you getting the film, you getting all the shit. Here, all the songs being played. So Luke just gonna chill tonight. I mean, that's what the problem is with the NBA. They're resting these guys, and I gotta say, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Miami Heat started this shit, arresting players, and the rest of the league took on the same thing that the Heat was doing. Oh, we're gonna arrest players. We're gonna play them a certain amount of times of the year. Everybody thought that was cute at the time. Fake injuries. Oh, hamstring. Oh, we just resting these dudes, telling these dudes you're gonna only play so many games. If that's the case of the ownership, stop fucking the people over. Just go ahead and reduce the amount of games so that all these celebrities on the court can play. And then maybe your ratings will go up because you don't know who the hell going to play on a given day. AD, never available. Luka ain't available. You know, only person you can get pretty much guaranteed to play is Steph Curry. That's why I sit there and look at them because I know Steph going to go out there. He's going to play every fucking night. And if Steph got hurt in the game, he's not going to be available. But this Jimmy Butler and all these other dudes, LeBron had to make a pledge this year. I'm going to play every game. AD, never available, unavailable. I mean, you want to see these guys who are stars of the team on the floor, and you don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. The Heat started that?
The Heat started that shit.
Oh, shit.
They started with LeBron. Oh, we ain't going to play for so many nights. LeBron would not play so many nights. Then D-Wade would not play so many nights. Then Bosh would not play so many nights so they could be rested up, well rested up, and ready for the playoffs. That's what they did. And Lord help you if they already secured the number 1 seed and got home court advantage. Maybe last 5 or 6 games, they really ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable in that case because they do it in the NFL. I mean, just the other day, Kansas City rested everybody. They lost the game. If they would have won that game with all the top players in there, you know, the Dolphins probably would have ended up in the playoff. But they didn't. They took an L, you know, by sitting all the top players. But again, man, this is this new way of sports, and it's evolving every day, and shit is changing. Well, Street, if you don't have nothing else, I think that's about it.
That's about it, dog.
Yeah,
dog, we're gonna figure out a way, dog, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Luke got interviews with Lil Kim, with people doing strange things in the background. He got interviews with Tupac. We're gonna figure out a way to get y'all some of this content.
On there now? You want to show them the interview with Lil Kim?
We're gonna figure out a way to get some.
You want me to show them the interview with Lil Kim?
Yeah, because some of them probably don't even know what Lil Kim really looked like.
Y'all, hey, we can close on this right here because we'll probably get kicked off. We'll probably get kicked off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show y'all some exclusive footage.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week. Baby, tell me, are you a freak? Oh, damn, I'm supposed to be doing a motherfucking interview here.
Yeah,
hey.
back to me.
Right, back to Miss Kim. All right, now, what about this movie? You mentioned it earlier.
It's not a porno flick. I'll stress that.
What kind of flick is it going to be?
It's supposed to be like a movie about my life, and it would probably be like sexual scenes in a movie.
Okay.
But not really.
Okay.
And if not, then the movie just won't be done.
So you gonna be acting in the movie yourself? You gonna do your part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whole life story of Lil Kim.
from where you started to where you are now?
Yep.
You can tell us a little something about some of the interesting things, the point you trying to, some of the points that you're trying to make in the movie.
Well, a lot of people see me as a different person. You know, right. I'm a very good person, and I got a good heart. And I'm a sweet person, but if you fuck with me, I'm not gonna fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the sense of just, you know, but if you pass your bounds, I mean, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Right.
Regardless. But, you know, and I don't sweat a lot of shit no more.
Right.
Now I'm just all about Ken, you know, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna take it to wherever I'm gonna go, and wherever I get to, that's where I'm landing. I'm trying to be rich.
Rolling. Oh, look, Kim was such a cutie pie, dog. Cutie pie. Damn, I'm here.
You made me do this. I've been trying to not do this and just only show these clips to my subscribers. You made me do this. Now we're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
We good. We
Facebook.
good, man. We good. We edit that.
All these old
right,
people
man.
on
We did that
Facebook
right.
gonna have a damn heart attack. Twitter, they let you do whatever you want to do over there. That's a new porn site over there called Twitter. But until Friday, ladies and gentlemen,
Facebook too. Facebook.
Tell them where they can find you at on social media.
Oh man, everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, Footballville Nation, man. Y'all go check us out, man. Follow us. We're gonna get this thing pumping, and I'll make sure next show y'all can see Luke.
Hey man, hey yo, you can always follow me, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. I'm on Uncle Luke Real One, Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One, Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One on TikTok, where I like to hang out at. They kicked me off of there. I'm still on suspension over there. I think I'm on suspension on Twitter. I can't do no spaces. But you can find me at all those beautiful places. Until Friday, we'll be back. Hey, y'all have a beautiful rest of the week.
For all the hate, I'ma answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much. Get your life right. Stop worrying about mine. I'm cool. I'm together. Still a black man. Still 100% black. All out till you ball out or till you fall out. I ain't going nowhere. Come right here. Yeah. On crypto. Yeah, get the crypto on crypto. Here we go. We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of pulling each other down. That's what we great at as black people. We great at tearing each other down. You could be up one minute and they'll try to pull you down the next. But I'm a strong black man. I'm cut from a different cloth. Can't tear me down. I'm one of God's child, one of his children. And I'm taking the load.